Welcome to the That's Clap podcast. My name is Pablo. Thanks for watching and thank you for listening on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Before anything else, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't not already, and ring that notification button so you never miss the comment section or off the clock episodes. Thank you again. And just remember, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, give us a 5-star review so we can spread the word and make sure everybody hears and listens to actually this podcast. We want to make sure this podcast grow to its potential. So please help us out. Spread the word. How's everybody doing? Well, we are at the end of summer. So that means one more thing. If you're a dad, if you're a parent, you know that summer is out, fall is coming, and winter is coming. And you know, when that comes actually, well, we have to spend money on gifts and stuff like that, which I love because I want to see the reaction of my kids, the reaction of my daughters to, see them opening gifts and stuff like that. Something that I enjoyed when I was a kid, you enjoyed when you were a kid too, opening gifts. As a dad, it's actually something very special, and I really, really like those stuff. But yeah, we have to be ready for that. We have to be ready also for, well, you know how it is. There's a lot of people getting sick right now, so stay safe, stay healthy. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do, your diligence, and keeping yourself healthy and your family. So don't expose yourself to stuff like you're not supposed to. If you don't have to go to places where you know people are going to be around, just wear a mask. I think that's going to be okay. And don't get offended if you don't like masks. Okay, that's you. That's okay. I'm going to wear a mask because try to be healthy. Try to keep my family healthy. So if you see us around, well, we're going to have a mask. But I hope everybody is doing great. Hope everybody is doing okay. Today we're going to talk about something that I was thinking for the last couple of weeks. I just was driving down the road after dropping off kids at school, and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? We talk about in the podcast about. So we talk about in the podcast a lot about improving as a dad, as a parent, as a human being, as a husband, as a son, you name it. We're trying to get better every single day. And we spend a lot of money. We spend a lot of money going to school. We spend a lot of money to earning degrees. Spend a lot of money on, trainings, leadership, here and there, whatever you want to call it. We spend money, we spend time trying to get better so we can have a better position in life economically or financially. So that's going to help us out to be better, right? In my case, I was a manager for a telecommunication company, and I went through a lot of trainings. I remember it was like training after training every single week. And I saw the value in that because, the company which they want to make sure I'm leading my people, I'm leading the people they pay to a better standard, to a better place. So that's going to make the job easier. That's going to make the company look better because they're learning good ways, good habits. But in order for you to become better, you need to get rid of the old habits. And that's something that a lot of people don't get into their heads and don't go inside to the root of the problem, to what's happening. These problems, these hidden habits are killing our marriages, are killing our relationships, are killing our integrity, killing our moral, and faking a lifestyle that we don't possess, that we don't have. And that's actually something that I hate the most. I'm trying to work on my life so I don't have to be somebody who's faking a lifestyle. I'm trying to work on myself so I don't have to fake. And I don't have to see my wife actually looking at me like, oh, everything you said is just a lie. I don't want to say that. And I don't want to look at my wife, look at me like that, staring at me. And I already know, most of the people and a lot of people are faking it. Why? Because we just want to portray something. We just want to say, hey, I have a good lifestyle. You can go on Instagram, you can see models, you can see people modeling a lifestyle that they probably don't possess, they don't have. They just want to sell you something. And in this podcast, we don't want to sell you something. We just want to make sure you do your diligence, you do your work, and do the work every single day so you become a better person. And you see the benefits. A happier marriage, happy family, and you are working out on something that probably you don't see, but a lot of people see the results in the engagement of what you're doing in your private life. As a Christian, I see the benefits of having a integrity or having a whole life. That means in one piece, not in different pieces, not in like this Pablo is this way, Pablo is the other way when he's with me, but he speaks different when he's in front of the camera. I don't want to be like that. I don't like that. In fact, I hate that. I really hate it. And it's not, I don't want to do that. And that's why I'm making this video. I just want to make sure we create the awareness of if we spend money, if we spend all these hours training and become a better leader and become a better employee, you name it. We want to work out. We want to look better. Yes, it's good. It's okay to be healthy because it's going to give us more life, longer life, and it's going to stretch our days. That's okay. But we spend all this time and we don't work on the basics. To me, that's one of the things that I can see working on ourselves to work on the basics. And I love this part of it because I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that is just going to bring the benefit to your life. Albert Einstein used to say, or he said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yes, he said that. And don't work, it's one of those things that we don't work only on your skills, but work on the things that you need to get rid of in your life and be what God called you to be the parent that God called you to be the husband that your wife expect you to be. Work on the things that you need to make sure you get rid of bad habits. I have books right here, and I have different books, but one of the best books that you can read, it's Atomic Habits, and it's actually a really good book. If you don't read the Bible, I can actually just recommend that one. It's based on a lot of things in the Bible. Don't get me wrong. The Bible to me is the best book that you can read about human behavior in the ways that you have to change. But you have to read it on a constant basis. If you have a relationship with God, you're going to go straight to the Bible. But if you want to just have an alternative, at least you start reading something that is going to help you out to become a better person. What are the benefits that you can see when you are trying to change and try to work things out in your life and try to get rid of things that are not okay? Well, one of the benefits to me as a Christian man, it's honoring God. Number 2, love for my wife. Number 3, love for my family, my kids. And another thing that is very specific, you guys know what I'm going to refer when I say this. You have to honor your marriage. And this is so important because if you don't honor your marriage, that means you have a phone, you go to the bathroom, you go to a hidden place in your closet, whatever you hide from your family. And if you spend time doing stuff that you're not supposed to, like watching porn and, watching girls here and there, as a man, well, that's destroying what we call honoring your marriage. That's something that you need to work on. And that's actually something that you need to start working on right now. If you're watching this, work it out, get rid of those stuff. And the only way you can get rid of those stuff is to get your mind out of it, and just read the Bible. God is going to help you in that way. But another alternative could be just go to therapy. Make sure those therapy sessions are going to be valuable. So if you are going to spend the money, if you're going to put down something that you have to pay for it and you have to be responsible to get better. better and better every single day. Another thing that you can work on is walk in integrity. Many days, many stuff, many things in our life are going to make us try to do, or maybe cut some edges or get some shortcuts to get something that you're working on. There's no shortcuts, and integrity is going to be in place all the time. So it's going to be, we got to be tested and being in your integrity. You're always going to be tested. I'm testing. I get tested every single week in my integrity. Do I do the right thing or not? And integrity, that's what it is. Do the right thing when nobody's watching. Have you done that before? Have you done that lately? Or have you been practicing integrity? Well, that's something that you have to ask yourself. And maybe if you answer honestly, probably you haven't even worked on it. And you don't even have to think about it. Another thing is love your neighbor. We know that love your neighbor is not only just your house street neighbor, but everybody else in the coffee shop. If somebody's driving crazy and reckless, you know that that's your neighbor, and you got to have some sort of a mercy for that person, because people go different ways and they're not even actually thinking the way you are. Like example, this morning I was driving to drop off my kid to school, and I just see this lady was literally so fast, and she cut me off, and I can respond in a different way, but I was with my kids and they see my reaction. So I just want to calm down, and I just want to, suck it up and then have mercy for that person. It was at the end of the whole thing. It was a lady who was rushing to get to work and drop off the kids at school and stuff like that. I get it. I understand. So have some mercy, love your neighbor in that way. The people go through different stuff that you are, so you're not actually just the start of every single day. So please just consider that, at least just to have mercy for your neighbor. Just love him that way. And these are the basics that we all have to work on, and we all mess up. It's essential. It's essential. Many times we create our own difficulties and battles in life, and we start to blame others, like I said, for what we have created. And just walking away from that mindset, it's going to start to rebuild something in you that probably you haven't even done that in a long time. And I just want to invite you, change your habits, change your lifestyle. Maybe the way you eat, maybe the way you think, maybe the way you react when somebody cuts you off, even though nobody's in the back. Working in integrity, work in your integrity in that way. When nobody's watching you, integrity, that's the best way to be present. That integrity is going to take you to different places. Change your lifestyle again, and work habits. Work hard, work enough so you don't have to be the same you were yesterday. People tend to spend money and effort in what they value. And let me ask you this: how much do you value your marriage? How much do you value your family? How much do you value your integrity? I just want to say this and finish this section with this. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Work for your family. Work for your marriage. Get rid of the stuff that you need to get rid of, and become a better person every single day. If you really value these stuff, you're going to do the work. I'll see you next time. This is Pablo. That's Club Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, notification button, so you can stay current with our content. We'll see you next time.